Hi everyone, let's go through a story and understand the Waqf law's real purpose and unique characteristics. In the narrow lanes of Lucknow, where the call to prayer echoes alongside the clatter of chai cups, lived Imran, a history teacher who never quite stopped being a student himself. His fascination wasn't just with textbooks, but with the stories etched in forgotten buildings, like the grand yet fading Haveli near his school. It had once served as a library and shelter for travelers, built over a century ago by a local philanthropist who dedicated it as Waqf property. Over time, though, it was reduced to ruins, its gates rusted, its halls overtaken by squatters, and its purpose buried under decades of neglect. For Imran, it was more than a building. It was a symbol of how noble intentions, without protection, get swallowed by bureaucracy and decay. Waqf, he knew, wasn't just about religious spaces. It was about public good, education, health, welfare. But in India, where thousands of Waqf properties spanned cities and villages, most had fallen prey to poor record-keeping, legal confusion, and encroachment. They were treasures, scattered and unguarded. Then came the Waqf Bill, initially met with murmurs and misunderstanding. But Imran read deeper, and what he saw sparked hope. For the first time, there was an effort to formalize and secure these properties under a uniform legal structure. Digitization became mandatory, transparency was emphasized, and unauthorized occupation faced legal consequences. The bill didn't just talk about ownership, it talked about stewardship. It aimed to bring discipline where disorder had ruled for decades. Imran became part of a local initiative that worked with the state Waqf Board to restore neglected sites. With access to a newly digitized Waqf asset registry, his team traced the original deed of the Haveli. They cleared the legal cobwebs, got the encroachment removed through official channels, and secured funding for restoration. Within months, the broken hall turned into a learning center again, this time for underprivileged children and adult literacy programs. Across the country, similar revivals were happening. In Kerala, old Waqf lands were being used to build low-cost clinics. In Maharashtra, hostels for students were reopened. The bill had given the Waqf boards the authority they needed, not to dominate, but to preserve and serve. It wasn't about religion, it was about responsibility. And yes, like any law, it required vigilance to avoid misuse, but its framework offered a chance to reclaim neglected spaces and return them to the communities they were meant to uplift. One evening, as children ran through the courtyard of the restored Haveli, Imran stood by the gate, watching the future unfold where history had nearly been forgotten. In that moment, the Waqf Bill wasn't just a policy. It was a bridge between a generous past and a purposeful tomorrow. I am not here to prove anything, just try to find good in everything. Until next time, bye-bye. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and